Hi, I'm Jude.
And I'm Boff.
And we're from Chumbawamba, and we support the campaign Rights for People, Rules for Business.
And it's obviously it's endemic everywhere. The fact that because of the way capitalism works is that as soon as you run out of, as soon as there are problems in one country, then you can shift your business to somewhere where you can maybe be a little bit more discreet. And I think any campaign which is trying to get that discretion exposed and trying to expose what's actually happening and hold people accountable is obviously a really good thing. We've got we have a story, which is that we live in a place called Armley in Leeds, and in between 1935 and the late 1950s, we had a factory which basically produced asbestos, and everybody thought asbestos was safe for a while, and then eventually people started leaving work with lots of illnesses, and there were 300 people who worked at that factory died later of mesothelioma, which is asbestosis, which is a chronic sort of problem you get from working with asbestos. So there was a big outcry about this, and the factory was forced to shut down, and in 1958. And now the people in Armley are still campaigning, even today, to try and get justice for the relatives of all the people that died, and to try and get compensation for the people who are still ill after all this time. And that people are dying even as the court cases happen. And this is about a company not trying to get rid of its responsibility. Because what happened in 1958 is that when they realised that this was happening, this company called J.W. Roberts, instead of just stopping business, they just moved it to India. And now they can say that they're not an operating company in Britain, so they're not responsible, and they've moved all their work to India, and the same thing is happening there. People have started to die, and it's a much bigger operation there. And this is happening all over the world, where clothing manufacturers are just farming out all their work to places where they can sort of wash their hands of it and hope they'll get away with it. So I think it's fantastic that there are campaigns and there are people lobbying to try and get companies to be held responsible for this sort of thing.
Yeah.